Good morning, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2019 Toyota Sienna. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk all the way around. We're going to check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes on the outside. Then we're going to go inside, we're going to go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly, and finally we'll pop the hood so we can evaluate a little bit in the engine bay. So first impressions are really good. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here in the front, just because that's usually where it is, but I'm not seeing really anything at all. This one's also got fog lights, which is pretty cool. It does need a little bit of a bath because it keeps raining here in Utah, so every time we clean it, it rains again, which is nice, but that's not hard to do. We'll make sure that it gets that. But let's start going around and see if there is anything that we can find. So tires on here, you still got loads of life left in those, so that's great. So if I do see anything, any kind of blemishes, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual, but so far it's looking pretty good. Let's see. Nope, that's just dirt. I thought it was a scratch, but I was wrong. It's got a couple leaves on it, but yeah, so far honestly I'm not seeing anything. Looks like, there you go. So it looks like you have a very, very small scratch right in there. It's not really catching my thumb, so it could probably honestly just get buffed out. But nonetheless, good to know, good to know. It's a little tight, but yeah, I mean, honestly, as far as the exterior goes, that's extremely good. It looks brand new, to be totally honest. But let's hop inside and see what we can find in there. All right. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna turn it on, but when we do, I'm gonna leave the camera up here on the dash. That way, if there's any kind of lights popping up or anything weird, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right, looks like we've got two warning lights up right now. The first is the fuel light, which is correct. And the second is the seatbelt light, which is also correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Other than that, really, really solid. Let's cycle through real quick. Some information stuff. Great. Looks super solid up there. As far as the interior goes, you have a lot of features, to be totally honest. So I'm gonna go a little bit fast just so I make sure that I get as many as I can. We'll press all the buttons, make sure everything's working. So down here you're gonna have your heated seats, which are actually really freaking cool. You got your plugins, you got a few different kinds of plugins down here. Cup holders, as well as a bunch of extra space down here. Up top, you're gonna have more of your basic features. You have your audio, your maps, you can connect your phone, and if it doesn't have anything that you do want it to have, you can just download it here. So you can download more apps if you want. Up here is going to be some more of your basic controls, your parking assist and whatnot. Let's make sure your mirrors and windows are working. Perfect, perfect. Okay, awesome. Windows roll down, windows roll up, down, and up. Sweet. Up top, you are also going to have a sunroof, which, okay, here's the thing. A sunroof is not the most useful feature in the world, but they're so cool. I really, really like sunroofs. I think they're a ton of fun. So up here, you're also going to have some more of your controls for the doors and the trunk. I'd open the trunk, but it was a little close back there, so we're not going to do that right now. But they're there and they work. Here's, you're going to have your lane departure, your pre-collision system. So, I mean, you have a lot of fun stuff in here. As far as the quality of the interior goes, just like the outside, it looks brand spanking new. This thing is clean, so that's really cool. Back seat, same story. I'm not seeing any tears, any stains, really any wear at all. It looks brand new. So really, really good stuff. And then Here you'll have a little bit more space and on and on. So we can go over features all day, but for the sake of time, let's call it there. We'll pop the hood and we'll check out a little bit of the engine bay, and then that should be good for our video. So before we do that, here's a quick look around some of our lot. This is about maybe 30% of our cars. But yeah, we've been in business for a little over 30 years now. So not a small thing. Then you got another side over on the other side of that building. But it's super fun. We sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the state. And so it's kind of fun. I like working here. All right, so here's a quick look under the hood. I don't know how mechanically inclined you are, but regardless of how much you know about cars, you should always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know a lot, you do know what neglect looks like. So if there's like spider webs on everything, all the metal pieces are covered in rust, there's like weird green acid buildup around the battery, then you should probably ask some more questions. That being said, this looks fire. This looks very, very good. So if you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you have any other questions, or there's anything else you would like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new van.